Today is Sunday, December 30th, 2012, and it was yesterday that I purchased this car from CarMax. It's a Saturn Aurora, and from the outside, she looks like a very normal car. I mean, like, not bad. It's 18-inch alloy wheels and whatnot. It doesn't look like anything special other than a normal car. But once you go inside the car, it has this totally different feel to it. This luxurious, very comfortable feeling. And it makes you feel like you're in something else. You're in something more luxurious, and whatnot. So the reason that I got this car was because of the interior and not so much the exterior, but how the brown leather matches the faint brown color or gold color of the car, and it's just this like awesome wood panel thing that it has going on, and it's really fun. Also because of this right here. This is drive and this is manual, so you can switch it to manual, and you have these panels that you can change gears, and that's pretty cool. I've never drove a stick shift. And now I'm in an automatic, and so now I'm having the ability to switch back and forth between automatic and manual. So I've never driven manual, right? I had automatic. Okay, but what's interesting is that even though I got her yesterday, Saturday, I'm gonna return her today, and it's funny how that happened, because I went in the store. I bought her yesterday, and the night before I bought her, the night before Saturday, I was really excited. I was like, wow, I'm going to get a car finally after 2 months of not having a car. I'm excited. And I had seen this car Friday, and so I knew which car I was going to get Saturday from CarMax lot. And I was really just altogether. Oh wait, there is this sticker. I kept this. Here it is. So, I was really excited, and then I went there and I got the car. I went inside CarMax, and immediately I see my friend, my old, not like high school / middle school. I guess he went to middle school with me. He went to high school with me. He even went to my university for a while. That friend, Vince. And when I saw Vince, I was like, hey, what's up? It was really nice seeing him after so long. I think it's been like over a year. And, I knew that he was doing well, because he was doing various side, entrepreneurial stuff. And he was more of like the adventurous, like go off the road, off the like traditional pathway of school and whatnot, and doing and he's making a lot of money doing what he does. And he's working at CarMax part-time, so he can fund everything else he's doing that's entrepreneurial like. So I saw him, and then the guy who was helping us buy the car, Dave, came over, and we went to the car. I bought the car, and total came out to be $19,400 and something. And then after I signed everything, after I got the keys to the car, the spare keys to the car, and I drove the car to the parking. I was like, hey, let me go ask Vince how he's doing before I go and whatnot. And I went. No, it's because he gave his card to my brother, and then I was like, let me just find out what exactly it is that he's doing. So I took the car from the place they gave it, and I drove it to the parking lot, and I parked it there, and then I came back inside of CarMax, and then I found Vince's cubicle, and there he was, and I was like, hey, can you explain what it is you're doing? and we got into this discussion about what he was doing, and he's like, it's I'll give you just a brief summary, and then like because it sounded, whatever it was, I guess it's much more detailed than what you could explain in like 5 minutes. And he's like, watch this video. So he sent me no, he said, when you get a chance, I'll send you. He said that he'll send me a link to a video, and I should watch that. And I was like, can you do that now? So he sent me the video link, and the video was an hour and 4 minutes long. So I come home with this brand new car that I was immediately feeling apprehensive about and regretful about, because if I wanted to do some investing like he was doing, I would need money in hand, and I just didn't have that after buying this car. So I went home and I watched the video, and a lot of the stuff, like I would say 75% of the stuff, blew over my head. Like it was all this like advertising online and matching publishers with advertisers and stuff like that. But I understood what the overall theme was, how they were making money. I understood it wasn't like a scam thing. I understood that there was like the works behind it, but at the same time they said you don't have to understand exactly what's going on. You just have to know how to play. It's like for example, basketball. You just have to know how to play basketball. You don't have to know how the basketball was made, or why the court is that particular length, or who invented the game and the such. You just have to know how to play the game. So that's what I got away from it, and I kind of understood that it was legitimate, and there was a way to grow money that way. So I called Vince after watching the video. I was like, hey Vince, I don't know how free you are, but do you think we could meet up? And he's like, yeah, I'm free today. I was like, cool. And then so he said he'll meet up after work. Meanwhile, me, my friend Mustafa, and my brother, we go on a car hunt in this car for another car. So we find all these cheap cars, like under $4,000. This is 19 with everything. So we go under $4,000, and we go down to North Miami and all this other place like Davie and stuff like that to find these cars. And everywhere we went, the car was just sold. I was like, what? This has got to be a curse. And so it was a very depressing and stressful day, because you bought the car and you realize you immediately made the wrong decision. This is not something that I can afford right now. I mean, I can pay for it. It wasn't prudent of me to pay for it. I love this setting right here. Anyway, okay, so we got on this car hunt, and then we were down in Fort Lauderdale around 6:10. Now, Vince gets off work at 6, and I told him, and I gave him the address to our house, and said, and he said he'd be there at 6:30. My phone was dying, and Mustafa's phone was also dying. My brother didn't have a cell phone, and we were down in Davie. And so immediately I texted Vince. I was like, hey Vince, we're down in Miami searching for a cheap car. We don't think we'll be able to make it home by then. Maybe we should do this another time. He said, okay. So, and then like 5 minutes later, my cell phone dies, and Mustafa's cell phone was already dead. And so it was awful in the sense that we were stressed looking for a car. Our cell phone's dead. We couldn't meet up with our friend. It was just a terrible day. And then we come home after a disappointing quest. I charge my phone, and I'm like, hey, I'm home now. We can if you still can, we can meet up. And he's like, yeah, sure. I'm just on the road, so I'll just head over there. And so he comes over here, and then we're like, let's go to somewhere to eat, like have a business meeting. So we went to Peking Duck House, which is the old Chinese, not old, yeah, I guess the restaurant that I used to work at for like, I would say about 1.5 years of high school, most of college. I just ended this past January, actually. So, anyway, so we went there. It was really nice to see all of them again, because I haven't been to the restaurant since I quit in January. And so, it was really nice seeing everyone at Christmas time, I guess. And we had this little table in the corner, and then we ordered and we started talking, and he started explaining everything, and much of it didn't make sense, but I understood that he understood it, and that made me feel good that someone that I grew up with from middle school, high school, college, like we were always like this we always wanted to achieve more, me and him. Unlike most of our peers, we wanted to achieve more. We wanted to get higher. We had these immense dreams and goals, and he's and that's very like much manifested in how he's taking life, and he's doing very well in that business, investing business and whatnot. So, look, it has our names. Customer, and then Dave, and then what's that? Oh, stock number, and the date. I'm gonna keep this. When I return this, I'm gonna keep this and that. So anyway, so by the end of the meeting, I was like, I'm willing to give this a try, because you, like, I was talking to Vince, like, you're someone I trust, and if you're gonna be here to help me, like, start walking, like taking baby steps and starting to walk, and that entire process of starting on this journey that I have no clue, or that I wouldn't dare to start if not for him. And he's like, do you think I would have called, or like I would have met you here and not like, help you every step of the way? And I was like, that's just the kind of guy he is. He's very helpful and whatnot. So anyway, so that's why I'm returning this car. Also, because if I don't, I have like $2,000 or $3,000 in the bank, which is not cool. And I bought this car on loans, and this is not as fuel efficient as I'm now planning to get a Honda Civic as cheap as possible, like even under $3,000, because now I'm excited about this business opportunity that I'm having with Vince, and I'm actually gonna need the bulk of the money from this to invest in this online investing thing. So in saying all that, I'm not sad that I'm giving up this car. I'm kind of excited because of the opportunity that may be in store, and the fact that it's not my time to own this car, I guess. But in saying that, let's just start the car. I love the way the car started, because I actually drove a Camaro. That's an interesting point. I drove a Camaro. The first car I test drove on the parking lot of CarMax was a Camaro. This red 2012 Camaro with 7,000 miles, going for $25,000. Which, if I stretched out my money, I could make it there and purchase that Camaro. So I asked my dad, and he's like, go for it, because it had a good resale value. Unlike this car, he said, wouldn't have a good resale value. So my dad's all about resale value. He's like, go for it. Which I was shocked. I didn't think he would. It's a red Camaro, a two-door Camaro. It's like, it's not the family type of car that I would think that, and it was just, I didn't expect him to say that. So I test drove that, thinking that it was going to be an awesome car. It was very depressing. I was like, because the seat, the neck part of the seat, like this thing right here, was tilted more this way for the driver, and your head was just leaning forward the entire time, and it was just very uncomfortable. When you pressed gas, it didn't respond quickly, like my old car, the 1995 Toyota Camry, that the transmission went bad, and that's why I had to get rid of it. That one responded so accurately to like gas. Like when you press gas, it would speed up and whatnot. And the Camaro was just really disappointing. It was slow. It was less responsive, than my old Toyota. And then I was really disheartened after the Camaro. I was like, Camaro's all show. It's not even powerful and whatnot. And so after that, I drove this car, and it is so responsive. It's like you can tell that it's a V6. The Camaro was also a V6, but it didn't feel like a V6. It has that like thrusting feeling. Like when you press gas, it'll respond and it'll go, which I absolutely love in driving. But anyway, so the Camaro was depressing, and Sammy was in the car, and Sammy was like, it doesn't have enough enough rev, like the Camaro, he said. And he was saying sometimes cooler cars don't have cool engines or something like that. He was saying some wise stuff, which I found. And Sammy wanted to get this car, actually. He liked it. I mean, how do you not like it? It's pretty awesome. So anyway, and when you start this car, it also is awesome how it revs. Oh, I love how they do that. Hey there, Sam. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing a review. I'm gonna return this car,
No.
You're sad?
Kind of.
Why?
Is he gonna return this car?
I'm gonna get another one that's cheaper.
Whoa! I can pull this down.
You can?
Or you're doing it.
Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, that was scary. Okay, say bye, Sam.
Bye.
Because.
Bye.
Bye.